Today we are going to see this example of else-if statements in Python to check multiple conditions. So just see here now the output. So I enter marks. Let's say the enter marks is 69. I get pass, right? Now again I'll run this program and I'll check now. Let's say I enter the marks as 92. Yes. So now to do that I'll be starting with marks variable, and I'm going to take marks from the user. So to take any input, okay, from the user, right, we can use this input function in Python. Yes, input function will help you to take the inputs from the user. Like in this case we are entering marks, right? So enter the marks. Yes. So now remember, whenever you take any input by using this input function in Python, so that input will be taken in the form of what? String, right? But we need to convert that string into integer, right? Because marks is a number, right? So we need to convert this into int, right? So right, just int like this and put the whole thing in the parenthesis, close it here, right? So now the whole thing is actually put inside this int, right? Because I need to convert this marks into int. Okay, now after taking this marks, I can start manipulating the marks. I can start checking the condition now. So I'll use if condition in Python. Okay, so now I'll write here if marks, okay, greater than equal to, let's say I'm writing 90. Yes. So remember, when you are giving this if condition, when you're using if condition, please use this colon, right? In Python we use the colon, right? Whenever we use any condition or any else if condition, we use we use this colon. Now I will now write as a print. Okay, I will write here print, what will I write? If marks is greater than or equal to 90, I can say excellent performance. I can write excellent performance. Okay, excellent performance. Okay, now next is coming to the next. So we are going to use what? Multiple conditions, right? We have to check multiple conditions, right? So now for that in Python, okay, we have something called elif, right? So elif is basically used when we want to check multiple conditions, right? So elif, it's not else if. Remember, else if is actually in C++, Java, right? But in Python we call it elif, right? So I'll say now marks greater than or equal to, what can I write here? Okay, you can write anything, but I just want to make it meaningful. So I'll write if elif marks greater than or equal to 75, give colon here. Yes, remember colon is very important. Without colon it will not work. Then press enter. Then it comes in the next line with a proper spacing, right, indentation. Okay, now let's say print. So if a student gets, let's say, a mark more than 75, okay, then or equal to 75, we can say what? We can say very good, right? If the marks is greater than or equal to 75, remember we can write it as very good. Okay, next I will have another condition. Okay, you can have many condition checking as you want, but I will take only few. Okay, so again I'll use elif. Okay, then I'll use this marks. This time I'm going to write greater than or equal to 50, right? So if the marks is greater than or equal to 50, then I'm going to say print. Okay, I'll say print pass. Yes, I can use print pass. Now next is let's say that none of the conditions satisfy, right? Then we should have one more block called else. Okay, else. So this else block will be executed whenever all the conditions are actually false, right? Then it comes to the else block. So I'll have an else block. Yes, because I should have something to execute when none of the conditions are true, right? For that I'm using else, and I'll write here fail, right? Can I write fail? Yes, I can write fail. Now let's run and actually check, okay, what output we get. So I'll just run this like this to click. Okay, click here. Now I'll enter the marks here. Let's say I enter the marks, let's say 95. Okay, now let's see what happens here when I enter 95. Okay, When I enter 95, it says excellent performance. Why? Because marks is actually 95. So 95 is greater than or equal to 90. Condition is true. So if the condition is true, now it will execute this print statement. Remember, we can execute only one statement at a time. Remember that. Okay, we cannot execute multiple statements at a time. Okay, so now let's give another, let's give another input to understand better. So run this program again, run this Python file. Okay, now I'm going to enter, let's say, let's say I'm entering 78. Right, now I just press enter here after pressing 78, and let's see what happened. It says very good. How? Let's see how it is. So when I enter mark 78, 78 will be compared with what? 75. So is 78 greater than or equal to 75? Yes, it is actually greater than or equal to 75, right? So that's why you are getting this actually very good, right? Right? Do you see a very good? Yes. Now let's try one more, let's try one more input. So I'll just run this program again. Yes. Now this time I'm entering, let's say 58. Okay. And I'll enter and check what we get. Now we get pass. Okay, I'll explain this now to you, how it is happening, how we are getting pass. So when you enter marks is 58, first thing is we will start checking from this, right? Always it starts from the top. So you will enter the marks. I have entered the marks 58. Then you check this condition. If 58 is greater than or equal to 90, no, 58 is not greater than or equal to 90, so condition is false, so it will not be executed. This will not be executed. Then comes to the next elif statements. So here again I'll be checking, is 58 greater than or equal to 75? No, it is not. So what happened then? It comes to the next else if, right? So next I'll check this. Okay, so what is the marks? I have entered 58. So 58 is greater than or equal to 50. Yes, it is correct. So now this will be printed. That's why we are getting here pass. Okay, now let's give one more, let's give one more input to check. Okay, so now this time I'm going to enter, let's say I'm going to enter 49. Okay, and I'll see what we get here. See, now I got fail here. Now why? Okay, let's try to understand. So when I enter 49, so what happens is, first thing is, if condition will be tested, so 49 is greater than or equal to 90. No, it's not. Then come to the else if, come to the next elif statement, check the condition. So 49 greater than or equal to 75. No, it is again false. Come to the next elif statement. 49 is greater than or equal to 50. No, it is not. Right? So now all the conditions are actually false. Then finally we come to the else. So in the else, we know that all the conditions are false. Okay, that means it is fail. So we have to print fail. That is why we are getting actually fail here. Okay, now let's see one very important thing. I'll try to remove this int. Okay, I will not convert this into int. Okay, I'll just take the input like this. Yes, and I'll try to run this. Now let's see. Now I'll just run this. Now I'll enter the marks. Let's say I'm entering 89. Yes, now let's see here now. Do you see here? You have got an error here. Why? Because we are not converting this, marks into integer. And I told you that when you take input function, everything is actually taken in the form of string. So we have not converted that string into number, into integer. So which is why we cannot apply this operator like greater than or equal to 90. How can you apply this comparison or greater than or equal to in the string? So to do that, we have to convert into int. That is why I told you that we need to convert this into int, right? Which is why you got error here, not supported, okay, between instances of str and int. Why? Because this is actually considering as a string, and on the string you cannot apply this greater than or equal to 90. So which is why you need to convert it into int. Yes. So if you actually like my video, please subscribe to my channel, and if there is any doubt, please leave a comment in the comment sections below. I'll be responding to that immediately. And in the next video, I'll be explaining about nested conditions in Python with real-time example. Please do not miss that video, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.